Tonight, we're going to give you all a few moments to get in here. And I know it's Thursday night, right? Is that right?
It is Thursday.
It's Thursday. We've been working, y'all. We've been out here working in these streets. And we are so excited about all the things that God is doing and the way that He is carrying us over. Hey, sweet Auntie, thank you for joining us tonight. So listen, guys, come on in, invite someone, share the broadcast. I hope that someone has gone over and went to that blog post and made a comment. I'm just asking. That's all. Just asking. I'm not fussing at nobody. She's not fussing at nobody. Not tonight. Hey, family. All right. So, hey, Desi. Love you, woman of God. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. New background. Yes. You know, it's December. It's December 1. And December 1 means that we are closer to December 2-5. How about that?
December 2.
2-5.
That's today.
No.
You said December 1. So it's
okay.
December
it's
2.
December the 2nd. So we're trying to get to December 2-5. Hey, Sister Danielle.
Right.
Love you, sweetheart. Thank you for joining. Friends. Thank you for commenting. I love that. Thank you, sweet Auntie. So we're in here. We've been talking trust issues the last couple of days, Tuesday and Wednesday. Because that's what we do. We come in here and we give you some tools, we give you information, we give you tips so that you can have your relationship be on and popping like mine.
We appreciate you all. Thanks so much for joining us. It's been a fun, kind of an interesting series. This stuff can be a little bit heavy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially when you're talking about trust and you've been through some of that.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want you all to feel down. There are things that happen in our lives that are beyond our control.
Yes.
Now, once you hear the secret to overcoming these things,
right,
and you're still allowing those things, then then you can feel a little.
That's when we have a little.
We don't want you to feel bad.
That's when Julia Childs here has to come out with a rolling pin because we got to learn the lessons. If we don't learn the lessons, right, then we'll never be able to obtain the blessing. So come on in here, invite someone, share this broadcast. We are going to get ready to get started. Just wanted to give you guys just one thing that we needed you all to do. Well, that is too late, sir. I am already down.
Ray, come on, raise
the roof.
Raise it up, girl.
Raise the roof. Yes.
Raise it on up.
So tonight we're talking part 2. Actually, part 3. 2 is just not in my vocabulary tonight. All right. Part 3 of trust issues. Been heavy light on my end, but the answers are coming. Thank you so much. All right. So trust issues, we're dealing with it tonight. You know someone that's going through some issues. You know that they need some help, right? We started talking the first night about what exactly a trust issue is. And then we started talking about some of the hallmarks of trust issues, right? We started talking about where they may have originated from. And a lot of us, we have issues that originated from our past, from our childhoods, from relationships, right? And so how do we move from there? Because there's one thing I love is that no matter what, that God has a way of bringing us to where we need to be.
Yeah.
He also has a way of healing us. And I know that there are some folks out here be talking their smack about time heals all wounds. Lies from the book of lies. Where is Kimmy Dog? Where you at, girl? Lies from the book of lies. Because time does not heal wounds. No. Hey, slay my content.
Time in of itself
doesn't heal wounds. I don't know who came up with that. I mean, it sounded good. A lot of stuff sounds good. But in theory.
It's a sound bite.
Right.
But it's not a trustworthy sound.
It's not right. It sounds good in theory, but in reality, it's so totally different. Because if time healed all wounds, at this point in the game, we wouldn't still be dealing with all the generational trauma from slavery. We wouldn't be dealing with all the issues from our past. But 20 years ago, he walked out 20 years ago to get some milk, some bread, and some cigarettes.
Yeah.
And he ain't made it back yet. Yeah. So what you saying? And you still mad?
Who are still living that?
Yep. Every day, and still taking all of those issues and emotions and placing it on someone that doesn't have anything to do with it, right? Hey, Kimmy Doll, we're doing good.
Look, it wasn't my fault. I had nothing, Kimmy.
I had nothing to do with it.
I had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
It wasn't me.
It was come through, Shaggy. It wasn't me. But here's the thing. Even if it wasn't you, you're still having to deal with the effects of it. Right? Remember what we said last night, that sometimes we are bleeding on people that did not cut us, right? Yeah. And if that's what you're doing, then you've got to know that you're running folks off. And the very thing that you're saying that you want, you're pushing it away. Wow. I'm sorry. Go ahead, honey.
No, that's just rich. That was a rich statement right there, that sometimes by our us being defensive, us being protective of our hearts, of our egos, or whatever it may be, or we're trying to protect. I'm sorry, the light is really bright. It's a little bit different.
And you've been working all day,
but those, sometimes we're pushing away the very person who wants to feel that place of brokenness
in us.
And we need to get it filled before, so they can fill some other areas, right?
Yes.
And they cannot get in safely to do that unless we let down the guard.
Right.
Put the guard, lower the bridge.
Lower the bridge.
Lower the bridge. Lower the shield.
Amen.
Lower the sword. I'm not the one.
Amen. He went on business trip and he is still not back yet. Child, that man done moved on with his life. Yeah. He has moved on. He probably has another family.
Listen, if he's gone, that's a good thing.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to worry about him leaving later if he already got, So there are some positive ways, and
to start looking at things.
And that's the way we want to get you to the place. If you're not, where you can begin to look at things positively, and that you're taking the steps necessary to ensure that your heart is healed, that you're whole, and that you are ready to move on.
Absolutely.
Right? If he shows up, and I don't want you running out just because a horn blows, Don't listen. We want you to be equipped and ready.
Yes.
Let him come to the door with the slipper.
Come on, and don't fall for the okie doke, right? Because sometimes that's what they do. Kim says a small price to pay to get to Mr. or Mrs. Right. Yes, Lord. Right, Pastor Michelle just asked for you. You late. It wasn't because anybody was late. You silly. I said it because Kimmy Doll usually says last from the book of Last. And so I said it. And so anytime I take somebody stuff like that, I want to be able to give them at least a little bit of the credit. Right? That's where I got it from. So if you guys are ready, come on and put a ready in the chat. And I want you to know that we are looking for you to go ahead and invite someone to this broadcast. I know it's late. I know we came on a little later than normal, but we working. Okay, we out here pastoring and churching and doing the whole nine. And so we do this Tuesday through Thursday between 9:30, 10-ish Central Standard Time. And so we're doing this because it's a passion of ours, so that you all will be able to have relationships that can stand the test of time. We've been talking about trust issues and how we get there, and what it is that we have to do in order to move from that place. Now, tonight is what we're talking about. And someone in your heart of hearts that needs to move on from a hurt, from a transgression that they have been inflicted upon them, and you need to get them in here tonight. I promise you, it is going to help them. They're going to stop oozing on you.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're doing.
And that's true. That's true. Because a lot of times when people look to you, call you, when you're already beat, you already got your own stuff.
Yes.
But they want to call you and talk to you, into the late hours.
Yes.
And so sometimes we have to be prepared.
True that.
And draw them in, love on them in your timing, not in the time when they need you.
Exactly.
Right?
All right. Also wanted to remind you guys that you can text MM3. That's MM and the number 3 text to 833-206-9565. What we have for you guys is how to have a positive and fulfilling relationship with my partner. You will get that absolutely for the free 99. Free, right?
833-206-9565.
9565. text it to us, and then we'll be able to get that out to you. All right. So let us go ahead and get started tonight. And before we did, I did wanted to show you guys this. It was something that I saw just earlier today, or was it last night, or was it 3 o'clock this morning? It was one of those times. And it was and I apologize to our Instagram family that are not going to be able to see this, but I did want you guys to see, just listen to just a part of this, because I thought it was very interesting. Y'all listen to this.
I've been married for 16 years with my husband, and right now I'm trying to figure out how to turn the I from we, and what I mean by that is we were very young when we got married. You're talking about 18 and 19. We were military. 37 now, but
37
now. We were going through the growing stages, a lot of growing up, and so there were a lot of mistakes made. And so within those mistakes, I had to put the I back on because I had lost myself a lot.
Right.
And it was to the point where I didn't even get certain things accomplished because I was so worried about our relationship. So once we got into a place where we thought we were going to divorce, I literally took that I had back on, started rebuilding myself, started to encourage myself and all that. But now that we're back, we're growing back together, I'm having the hardest time not saying I all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's making him feel some type of way that I'm not saying we when it comes to things like we need to make this move, or we need to, I don't know what to do there.
This is a lady named Charnika, and she has been going through having to deal with her ex, not her ex,
Indeed you do. Indeed Salary Filter makes it easy to find jobs willing to pay you what you're worth. Start searching on Indeed today.
Level. And he ended up leaving, and now he's back, and she's having a hard time saying we instead of I.
You've been with?
Yes.
Same man.
Split up for a while.
Split up
for about a year and a half. We were separated. Yes.
Separated for a year and a half.
I was.
And you was trying to make it work.
Correct.
Yep.
Whose idea was to get back together?
His.
His.
He was crazy. Came and got me see.
He was crazy. Came and got me. Because he knew he shouldn't let you go.
He shouldn't have let her go. Right.
So now he wants you back. He went out there and found out wasn't nothing out there better than you. Now he came back.
Mm-hmm.
Whose idea was it to split up?
Mine.
Oh, that's the problem we got.
Hey, good ear, good body.
But it was his idea to go get you back.
Uh-huh.
And now you keep talking about I instead of we, and he's scared you might decide to go again.
Mm-hmm.
That's his problem.
Yes.
Sure.
See, and so let me come back. Let's come back. So here's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
She has had she said, wow, she has a husband. They've been together since 17, 18. She's 37, 38 now,
37.
right? At some point during the relationship, the husband went out. Okay. And she decided, I'm done with this, get on out of here. And so he left. They were separated for a year, and now they're back together. The issue is that she says, I this, I that, I the other. Sweet Auntie's already got it. Now he's mad, he's concerned, he's like not liking the fact that when she talks in I's and not we's. Here's the issue. He decided that he wanted to come back. He's done been out, he done sown his oats, he done did all he wanted to, all he was grown enough to do. And now he's back home with his wife. And now he's upset. And it's like, listen, Steve goes on to tell them, because Sweet Auntie says trust was broken. He said, oh no, bro, you got to go for good. Well, listen, sometimes there are those instances where people have to deal with infidelity. And that doesn't mean that the marriage or the relationship is over. It simply means that we either need to work on this or we need to decide what we're going to do. And that's why we did Overcoming Infidelity. You can get that at bit.ly/over infidelity. Okay. Yeah. There's a checklist in the whole night. But here's the issue. He wants her to say we, but she's had to rebuild herself. She was broken down. My husband doesn't want me. He's out here doing God knows what with God knows who. And so now he's back. We're back together. But guess what? The trust, like Sweet Auntie says, is now broken.
Yeah. And it takes time to rebuild trust. And one of the things that if you are in that situation as a male, you have to understand that you started it, right? And so there has to be some reassurances on your part for her to get back to where you want her in terms of saying we and being inclusive.
Right.
Is that you are going to have to hold out more leaves. You know, you're going to get more fig leaves. You're going to have to do more to reassure her that you're not going to injure her heart again. It's like a hard-boiled egg.
Okay.
Once that egg gets hard, you know, it's hard to break that thing down. You cannot undo it.
You can't unboil it.
So you have, in essence, made a situation and you want things. It's amazing how us knucklehead, we want to go out and play around and we're going to come back. I want things to be back where they were used to be.
What? Listen,
are you crazy? You know, you've already messed that up, you know? And so if there's any hope for you, things going to have to get better than they were before. So if you were bringing roses then, you need to bring some roses and some violence.
Come on.
And you know, and play some Temptation. You're going to have to do a lot more than you've been doing. And be reassuring. You got to, you know, you got to man up.
Yes.
You know? You got to man up. You can't be, oh, you feeling some kind of way. What the crap is wrong with you?
Good Hair, Good Body is asking the question.
Man up.
Is he narcissistic? His actions were a bunch of I and me because he left her for another woman. Amen. And that's the whole truth. Sweet Andy says they need to put in the work to rebuild the trust and call y'all. Yes, call us. MarriageMakesTheNumber3.com. So that they're going to
drop it in Steve's box.
Because they need some help.
No.
Right?
Yeah, and that's absolutely true.
I'm so worried about
so
relationship.
Here we go.
So once we got into a place
once they got back together,
I literally took that I had back on, started rebuilding myself.
She rebuilt herself, and then he goes on to ask her some more questions. And see, this is why we need to ask the questions, right? That's why we need to ask questions, because everybody's situation is not the same. Let's see, he gonna need to bring her orchids now, not roses.
Come on.
Amen. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this. And because I just want you all to hear how this thing kind of pans out.
And well, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
And let's just have an honest conversation.
Honest.
Are you all the way in? Or are you kind of hesitant because you think you might have to go again? Are you either all the way in, or you got a little toe out the door? Or are you all the way in?
I mean, I am. I don't have a toe out the door. I mean, I'm scared if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
I mean,
you heard that? She said, I'm scared. That's what you're asking.
But you don't. I promised myself I wouldn't look stupid again. And
boom.
That's my thing. It's like,
I'm not going to look stupid again.
Because I ain't trying to get into business.
It is what it is.
If you left for trust issues and you look stupid before.
You look stupid when he
left.
Dealing
with a trust issue, that's different.
Yes.
I'm not going to do it again.
Looking stupid is one thing, but trust issues is a whole nother ball game.
So he the one caused you to get out in the first place because of how he made you look.
Good. That's good.
Well, he just going to have to get over it, ain't he?
Come on. Suck it out.
He created this dilemma.
He created the mess.
We create a situation, but now because we said I'm sorry, we want it to be all right. Oh, right as soon as we say I'm sorry. But no, that ain't how the game works. You created a damaged piece of goods now. You hurt me over a period of time. You said I'm sorry. Now you want everything put back in place like it was.
That's not how any of this works.
And I'm sorry. But see, Bishop Jakes, one time I was listening to him, and he said, I'm sorry, fellas, because you say I'm sorry. Don't fix it all.
That's it.
You've been hurt for a while. You got to get on your stomach. Sometimes you got to crawl back in.
Please.
See, the thing with sin is sin make you stay longer than you want to stay, and it costs you more than you want to pay. Now, he did something to cause your distrust. Well, now, it costs something to get back in.
It's gonna take some time.
Yes.
It's gonna take some time, and you're gonna have to work. Keep working.
Why you keep saying I and you don't want to say we? You did it. You did this. That's why I had to ask her what happened. Now he want everything back like it was. Prove it. Let him earn it back. Now ain't nothing wrong with making a man earn it. We used to that.
Yeah.
Make him earn it.
To do certain things to make the team. We know in order to get a varsity leather jacket, we got to do certain things.
That's right. You got to do something. It ain't just a matter of just saying that I want it and that's it, right? So thank you guys for coming back in. Y'all Instagram be in here tripping.
Now, if he want you back, he got to do something to get on the podium.
She said the devil is mad. If he want to get back, then he's going to have to do whatever it requires in order for her, right? To kick all of us out. Yes, we see.
You're going to have to pay some
You're going to have to pay the dues and do the work on top of it. And it is what it is. Okay, she said the devil is mad. I'm seeing IG, Facebook, and IG kicked them out.
Both of them.
Petty Facebook came back. It's all good. We all in here, right? So here's the thing. So let me make sure that y'all can hear us over here on Facebook. Can y'all hear us on Facebook? Copy. It's on their platform. We're on their platform. All right. Can you all hear us on Instagram? I mean, on Facebook. That's what we need to know.
It's under Google Fair Use, that part.
Okay. Let's see.
It's funny.
Oh, they're all over here now.
Miss Groovy One.
Let us start this one over because they're going to want to hear, this part that we're about to put in. So we're going to finish this one out and then we'll be right back. Okay. Over here. IG is good. Thank you so much.
Restarting on the Facebook.
She did not hit him in the pocket hard enough the first time. I love it.